Guys, Chatty Dad 1. There's a great victory happened with the Clive Bundy situation for the American people and for the Second Amendment. This is what the Second Amendment is all about. It's for stuff like this. This was its purpose, is to help the people. Now, the dangerous thing here is that the citizens of the United States have embarrassed the federal government. We've given them a black eye, and they don't like that. We've stood up to their machine, and the machine, thank goodness, it sputtered and quit. Now, I believe personally that the BLM / government wanted nothing more than a full-on bloodbath. They wanted to massacre. They wanted a massacre on their hands. I personally believe that they wanted the Oath Keepers and the BLM agents to be killed in a serious standoff. They had this thing tensed up, wound up enough that it should have happened. But they underestimated the American people. Totally underestimated our resolve, and that cool heads prevailed. They thought that these freedom fighters would just get out there and start, pulling the trigger. And this did not happen. This man right here, we have found out many things. That he's trying to sell the land to China for a solar farm deal. We're finding more and more out about the truth of what is really behind this thing. And no, it ain't about the friggin' cows. It's partially about this right here. Our freedom violation on the Constitution. The federal government imposing their will upon the American people, their tyranny and their injustice. And some other good things that have come from this is that people have started to wake up. Now, the news has spun lots and lots of lies about this whole situation. Lots of lies. And the only reason that it got the attention that it got is because of people like us here on YouTube, the alternative media, who's pushing the truth, getting people out there to listen to the truth, to another version, the other side of the story. Now, I fear that there's going to be another attempt, and this has also been reported in elsewhere, that they're not letting this thing go. Sheriff Gillespie had an MRAP with a large group of SWAT team just a few miles down the road. I think his purpose was to come in after all the killings was done. After all of the BLM agents were killed, they would come in with their MRAP, and from bulletproof windows and bulletproof everything, they would finish off all of the rest of the Oath Keepers, the militia, everyone. And then they'd be justified in doing it. One of the good things that's come from this is that people are starting to question who really owns the land. Does state land mean that it's owned by the state or the federal government? And where do the people come in? What part of the land do the people own? Just the places that they buy? Or what? There's a report. Sheriff Richard Mack tells Ben Swan sources inside BLM and Las Vegas Metro say, no question, feds are preparing for a raid on the Bundy home. And if that happens, there will be bloodshed, because the militia members are still there. They're not stupid. They're not. They didn't run away from this thing. They knew that these guys could very easily pick right up where they left off. And as soon as everybody went home, they're going to take care of business. And that's what I'm worried about, is them doing exactly that. But Harry Reid should be removed from his position and should be jailed. He is a traitor to this nation and a crook. I can't believe he got re-elected. Nevada, what's wrong with you? I mean, I guess he ran unopposed, but I'd rather vote in a no-name than him again, if it was me. It's shocking that he got re-elected. But yeah, the good thing is that people are questioning, about the land, about government land, state land, county land, and they're questioning the constitutional rights they're supposed to have. They're waking up, and that's an excellent thing. They're seeing more and more of these militarized police. I'm going to leave this picture up for just a few more seconds, because this needs to be driven home. The flag needs to be flown upside down right now, because this country is in distress. The police, the peacekeepers are getting all these military vehicles, all this equipment that is unnecessary for them to have. What in the world do they need this for, besides a war? Is that what they're planning? Because that's what it seems like to me. That's what it seems like to me. And there's plenty of them. Plenty of them left over from the war. And they're shipping them back home just as fast as they can. And they're giving them to police departments all across the United States. DHS, FBI. All these guys are getting the pick of the litter. And boy, they like them too. But yeah, I'm afraid they're going to drive out there in one of them things and Clive Bundy's home and have their way with him and shed innocent blood. We really need to do a gut check on what's going on in this country. Because our rights are being trampled and taken away. I pray that this doesn't end up how the thing goes. That would be sad, but I wouldn't be surprised.